sub-base of topology. Let us come at tau be a topological space. We say that a class S of open subset of S is called a sub-base for tau on X. If the finite intersection of members of S forms a base for tau. So sub-base is just from the base for topology that we just treated. If we can have a subset of the base which forms a base for topology, we say that that S is a sub-base. That is what this thing is saying. Now, we should take note of this. Under sub-base, X will be empty class of it will be empty intersection of empty class of sets in S. Now, let's take example of this sub-base. So we have the example here now. So this is our S, this is our X, which is the topological space, and let this S be this, the class of subset of this capital letter X. We want to show that F forms a sub-base. Before we can do that, by definition, we need to find the intersection of members of S. And don't forget that, okay, let's find the intersection. We find the intersection of members of X. Now, let us write all of them as beta X now. So without even stressing ourselves, S will first be there, phi will first be there without anything, because phi will always be subset of S. But here now, we say that X by there, we say under sub-base, S is the this capital letter X is the intersection of empty class of sets of S. So the empty class of set in this, so it has been defined as X. Now we don't need to find the intersection of all this one by one. So without stressing ourselves, we just pair them. This intersection, this intersection, this intersection, this, and the empty too. So we are going to have the following. Now we have this as our finite intersection of members of S. The first thing is S is there already. If you find the intersection of these two, for instance, the intersection is ordinary B. This is our ordinary B here. The intersection of these two is empty set. This is empty. Now, intersection of these two, this is BC, intersection D is empty set, so it's not there. Now, the next thing is, since S must be there, so intersection of X and AB will still be AB. Intersection of X and BC will still be BC. And intersection of X and this D will still be D. So that is how we got all these things. So what we now do is that to show that this is a sub-base, this thing that we got, the intersection that we got here, we now show that it forms a base for the topology. So using the previous method we used in the video. So we show that this BS forms a base for tau. If you have shown it, definitely we have shown that this X that is given here is a sub-base. Now, how do we form a sub-base? How do we form a base? We need to find the union of this. If we can find the union of all of this, and that answer we get forms a topology, then we have shown that it forms a base. Now let us find the base for this. I don't need to stress myself there. So we just need to find the union of each and every set here. We find their union. So without stressing, we should know that this will be there. So I will leave that as an exercise. You find the union of each, you pair them, you find their union. So we get the following. So we get this. When we found the union, look at how we started. We know that for this, S must always be there by what we have here. Now we now need to find the intersection of 1, 2, 3, 4. You pair them together. You find their intersection one by one. First, the intersection of this, intersection of this, intersection of this. Then you pair this one to intersection of this, and that is what gave us this. We need to write them out. but I've just written everything inside this B. So our aim is now to show that this beta forms a base for topology. And for us to show that it forms a base, we need to find the union of their pairs. At least you pair two sets, you find their union. When we did so, we found this. So if you find this, so this one we now show that this the third thing is we now show that this star is a topology. We now show that it's a topology on X. So that is left as exercise. So left as exercise, we show that it's a topology. So it can be easily seen that it's a topology. Therefore, we cannot conclude that S forms a subbase for tau in X. So we now consider the following theorem. So we have the theorem. It will be theorem 3. We have stated theorem 1 and 2 under base for a topology. Every class S of subset of S is a subbase for a unique topology on X. You know, we have defined class S. That is a finite. Class S will be finite intersection of members of S. So what this means is that is what we write here. That is, finite intersection of members of S forms a base for topology tau on S. So let's prove it. So what we really want to show is that the finite intersection of this forms a base. And if it forms a base, we use our theorem 1. So what do we want to show? So we want to show that finite intersection of members of S satisfies the following. No, by theorem 1, we need to show that it satisfies for any thing to be a base for a topology. S must be union of the class. Also, so we need to show that B1 intersection B2 is the union of let me say some members of B. That is what we normally, this is B1 intersection B2 belongs to B. You remember, that is our theorem 1. That is what we prove. So we want to show that the finite intersection of members of S is equal to this. Now, we know that this X, we have said that S is the intersection of empty class of S. We know that S is the, let me write it out, intersection of empty class of S. We know that S is the intersection of empty class of S. And we know that an empty set is finite. So that simply means that S is the finite intersection of class of S. So we cannot say that therefore S will just be equal to union I base Bi. So it has satisfied the first one. Also, for the second one, we also know that B1 and B2 are also finite members of X. So if both of them are finite members, definitely the intersection, let me say, of beta, the intersection will also be finite. That's what I've written. The B1 intersection B2 will also be finite. So this implies that B1 intersection B2 so will be inside B. So we cannot say that hence S is a base for tau on S, and that completes our proof. Let's consider another theorem. So the proof once again. So let us now consider this definition. We call it a local base. So we have considered base and the subbase. So let this be a topological space, and this point this belong to this S. Then we say that a collection of subset of S, which is this beta S, is said to be a local base. If that beta S is inside the tau, that is, if all the collection of this, all the set inside, all the subset of this is inside T. Also, if any set we pick inside the tau, and if you pick an X inside the set, there exists some Bi. This Bi, they are set inside this Bs, such that S belongs to this. If this is just the same thing as the definition of the base with little difference, so which we have been considering since. So we have even proved this in a theorem. Now this will lead us to the following two theorems, which we have first countable and second countable space. If this topological space S has a countable local base, we say that it's a first countable space. So we say that S is said to be first countable space if it has a countable local base, and it's said to be second countable if it has a countable base. This one is countable local base. This one is ordinary countable base. So we'll dwell more on it in our next video. We'll consider some theorems under it. So have a nice day.